I managed to grab a pair of these Nike Invincible Run 3s. They come in this plain box. The reason I grabbed them is just from seeing what everyone else has been going on about in terms of the comfortability and the way it feels on foot. I'm not a massive runner, but I bought them more for casual. Maybe I will use them for a bit of sort of short distance running, sort of HIIT kind of style workouts. But I got them for I think I paid 120 or 125 pounds. So for that price, it's worth grabbing because they retail around 175. So get these on sale, which is not really a sneaker that you see on sale that often because of the technology that's in here. But it has kind of this new ZoomX technology, as you can see here, and the color scheme is black with sort of hits of blue. So in the knit liner itself, you can see it's got kind of the blue vibes going on inside, and then on the midsole as well. I tried these on and they just feel really soft, really soft. I've not felt a sneaker like this before. Similar to a Boost, but much better at the same time. It kind of gives you the feeling of Boost in terms of landing on your heel, and as you're walking you've got that kind of sort of squishy feeling, but also it gives you sort of ample support, so you get a lot of support on both the forefoot and the heel, and also just sort of quick step off the mark as well, so when you're sort of walking and you're kind of stepping off, it just kind of feels like it's bouncing, it's got a good sort of spring back, which I was quite sort of surprised about because I was thinking it's going to be similar to a Boost, but it's almost kind of the perfect sneaker really. It may look a bit odd in terms of when you look at it because it's quite sort of bulky in terms of the midsole, but it's actually just a really nice sneaker. I think the only thing that I would have changed on it is the materials on here. They're a bit rough, so I think when you're sort of inside as well, you can sort of feel that when you kind of, if you're doing a lot of running and stuff, and get a lot of kind of that abrasion on your sort of toes and things like that when it's kind of sort of rubbing against it. That's the only thing that I would kind of sort of raise really, and also the paint job. I don't know if you can see that here, it's not brilliant. It's kind of, someone's just tried to sort of paint over it or something, so that's my sort of main gripe with them really, but other than that, they're cool. So here are the details for the Nike Invincible Run 3 in the racer blue colorway. It's the colorway is black, white and racer blue, and it contains ZoomX technology, so that's kind of primarily the cushion that Nike are using for this particular trainer. And it has an EVA midsole, and it's comprised of basically the Flyknit upper, which is kind of made up of mainly sort of synthetic materials, and the price was £170. So in terms of comfort and sizing, I'd say it has a really soft sole. It's like nothing else I've worn. It feels much better than a Boost as well, which is surprising to me. I'm not sure how long that kind of soft, bouncy, squishy feel will last in terms of whether it bottoms out or not. I don't know, but it feels very good, very different to anything else that's on the market at the moment. And because it's a run, it has good sort of neutral support around the arch, and your heel feels also really good to feel like really sort of stable because of the wider foot base at the back. And there's sort of no wearing time with these because of the synthetic upper, and the trainer itself is just super comfortable. And I think you can go true to size on these as well because they are quite wide as well, and they're quite sort of forgiving. And also I think because it's primarily a runner, it's just got really good traction as well, so you can see that from the images. It's just works really well. In terms of the look and style, it's a newly developed runner, so it's basically been created by Nike as a new product, which I like and I'm all for. It has a chunky midsole, and that's something to be aware of, so you do sit slightly further higher up. And this is something that you can wear casually as well, so it's not a problem. It's a running shoe predominantly, and it's made as a running shoe, but again, because of the comfortability, you can wear it as a walking everyday shoe. Especially with the black and blue or the yellow laces to kind of match the colour scheme of the sneaker, so you should be good to go on that. In terms of the pros, it's got ZoomX tech. It feels like nothing else that I've worn, and the comfort is kind of second to none, really. It's really sort of a different class in my opinion. It's great for running because of the ZoomX text, and it's very sort of responsive, so kind of you're off your feet quite quickly from heel to toe. And it's a great lifestyle sneaker as well, so I think just wearing it every day and basically not feeling any kind of issues, similar to a Yeezy 350. And it's lightweight for a chunky sort of midsole as well. It feels sort of really lightweight still, mainly because of ZoomX and the Flyknit. And it has a wide base, which I really like. It's great for sort of stability, especially sort of when you're running and walking and doing any kind of activities of that sort. I wouldn't think it would be good for sort of moving sort of laterally from side to side, but it's good for sort of sort of straight linear sort of walking, running. And in terms of the cons, I'd say the cost. So basically the cost itself is quite high. So it retails at sort of higher mark. So I think maybe they can work on sort of lowering that, but hopefully that comes in time. And in terms of the ratings, I give the look and style a 5. I think it's just a really cool looking sneaker, something different as well. Not completely different, but it's still a new silhouette, which I'm always for, and I actually like it. Comfort, like I said earlier, it's kind of on a different level. It's just really soft, squishy, and responsive, and you can kind of wear these all day. I think the only downfall is probably the Flyknit itself. It's just a slightly cheaper sort of synthetic material, and that's why I give it a quality a 4 out of 5. Because of that, I think if they improve the upper, it would definitely be a 5. So the pricing, I'd give it a 4 as well. I think because it's a sneaker that is probably slightly priced too high because of the synthetic uppers, but it is what it is at this moment in time. But overall, I'd give this a 5 because it's genuinely a new sneaker and it's something different and it feels really nice on feet. So I think it's just an amazing running / walking shoe.